My name is Stephanie O'Brien, and I am a Canmore local, and I own a couple of businesses here in town. I've got two young girls, just a typical, I would say, Canmore mom. Hit age 41 and suddenly did what all Canmore moms do, and that is tear my ACL. I had a high-speed crash on men's downhill at Lake Louise, so not your typical sort of slow motion rollover or fall backwards. Anyway, and took probably about 3 weeks to figure out what was going on. So they missed it on the original x-ray. It wasn't until I paid for an MRI. By the time I had paid for the MRI, I knew that something was wrong, and what ended up being wrong was a torn ACL, a torn MCL, a torn hamstring, and a non-displaced fracture. So that was all looked after eventually with surgery, which I know you've been watching this series, so you're well aware of what's happened to this point. With the hamstring graft that I had, I was really worried about pulling that and really worried about the long-term recovery of that. And I did yoga as soon as I could. I just did a very simple vinyasa, a couple times every single day. And I don't have any major differences at this time in flexibility between the two hamstrings. They are pretty much the same. In terms of size, my injured leg is actually 1 centimeter bigger now than my non-injured leg. In terms of strength, I think I did pretty darn similar on my 1-year test. Did pass that 1-year test with flying colors. And I guess, definitely been in the gym at least twice a week, definitely riding, probably at least twice a week, cross-country skiing. I did get back on alpine skis at about the 9-10 month mark, but I didn't ski anything hard. I didn't ski anything fast. I didn't do very intense carving. I literally just kind of skied like a grandma. So hopefully everybody takes that okay. What type of challenges did you face during the rehab? Pain, frustration, all of those things. I still don't have, I would say not full range of motion. Yeah, full range of motion. So full flexibility. I still don't have full, I still don't have full range of motion on extension or flexion. But I'm close, and it's good enough, is what I would say. I can ride my bike well enough that I will race this summer. I can run, I can play tennis, I can play golf, I can do all of those sorts of things. It's not the same though. So in terms of expectations, where I thought it would just be right back to how it felt before, it's different. It's stiff. It's stiff is what I would say. During my rehab, I just think the frustration was the length of time that it took to get better, and so making sure that you're doing all of your exercises all the time. It blows my mind that athletes can come back from this in 6 months. Here I am more than a year later, still wondering if it'll ever get there. Strategies did I use? The cryo cuff, absolutely. Setting targets and goals, absolutely. I gave myself some very specific goals too. So with a foam roller, you put your back on the ground and put your heels on the foam roller, and then doing almost like a hamstring curl on the foam roller while you're laying on the ground. In the beginning, I couldn't even lift my hips up, whereas prior to injury I could do this easily on one leg and then easily on the other leg. And so I made it a goal. I said, I can go back to skiing. I feel like I will be strong enough and I can go skiing again when I can do the one-legged controlled foam roller hamstring curl. And so I just worked and worked and worked to be able to get to that place. And that wasn't the only exercise I did, but it definitely helped for sure. Social support, I mean, thank goodness for everyone around me. I mean, my kids are in a competitive ski racing program, and so My dad took up all my slack, which meant driving the kids to the hill, 50, 60 times for the year. Yeah. Not the best thing you want to have to dump on anybody else. My husband as well. And then when you do have surgery, I kind of thought I'd be up and at 'em in a few days, and it's not really like that at all. How did your expectations change from before your surgery to your actual progress? Well, before my surgery, I think I thought I was a bit more of a superwoman, maybe a little Linda Carter-ish, and actual progress was probably consistent for exactly what they expect. It takes a long time to get through that, but I felt like I was looked after, and I felt like I had done a good job of building a support system around me. So yes, there was the Banff Sports Medicine Foundation and the Banff Sports Medicine Clinic, but I also had my own team of therapists that I built. So it was acupuncture, physio, massage, another physio because I wanted to get one particular type of exercise, and I can't believe I forgot the name of the machine, but from this one particular place as well, and that really helped. But yeah, though that definitely was key, is just making sure that I had enough people that I could refer to make sure that I was getting the answers they need.